welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Stevens.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman. Thanks so much for joining us today for highlights from BBAG Fest 2022 and a look at the middle school's art show.
We also bring you details on Momentum Dance Company's spring show and the Irving ISD Community Resource Fair.
So Susan, I heard that Mark Wahlberg was in town to promote a new film. What do you know about that?
I know that I got a chance to speak with him, which was amazing. He's a really great guy and very passionate about this film, which you'll see discussed later in the show in Feature Flicks.
All right, wonderful. So I'll look forward to that. The Irving ISD's exhibition of student art returns to the Irving Art Center with a showcase of work by the community's talented young artists from elementary through high school. Susan attended an open house for the middle school show, and she brings us this story.
Irving middle schooler Elizabeth Rodriguez is showing her grandmother her artwork for the first time.
She said I did really good, and she was surprised because she'd never seen anything I've drawn before, right? So it was just, she was surprised and happy.
It's a proud moment for her grandma as she looks at Elizabeth's award-winning unique portrait.
I wanted to make something sugary. It's like pink and like pastel colors, right? But then I wanted to add a dark element, so I made it kind of dark and spooky, right?
Elizabeth, along with other Irving ISD middle school students, have their art on display at the Irving Art Center for friends and family to see.
I feel really nervous about it. And I'm happy people see it though, and they feel something towards it.
I think it's very important they have an opportunity to see their artwork in another venue outside of the school building hallways and see other artists, other students in the middle school level see their art as well.
The exhibit features the students' best pieces from this past school year. The art ranges from drawings, paintings, to miscellaneous. As the community walks around the main gallery, they are seeing the passion and value of art for both teachers and their students.
It's just an outlet for me to be creative, an outlet for me to express myself on paper or canvas, whatever it may be.
You can be so free with it, and you can make it whatever you want, and you can like trust the process of what you're doing, and that's really good.
The annual Irving ISD Middle School Art Show paints a picture of our students' creativity. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
The Irving ISD exhibition of student art continues in the Irving Art Center main gallery with the high school show, April 7th through 16th.
As part of Irving ISD's ongoing community outreach, they're hosting a community resource fair on April 23rd.
Liesl Payne and Madeline Argueta join us with the details. Welcome to the show, ladies. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So Liesl, I want to start with you. I love this idea of a community resource fair, but the way you guys have put this together is way cooler than anything I would have come up with. Tell us about it.
Sure. So we are part of the Parent Education and Community Engagement team, and we call ourselves the Peace Team. So the theme of the resource fair is peace, bringing Irving together, and that's exactly what this event is. The purpose is to bring Irving together. So we've planned a great day for our families, our students, our community members. It just grows by the minute. We have over 80 vendors that have signed up. Our district partners are joining us. We have food for everybody. We have prizes for our families. We have a free gift for our families as well. So I just don't think it's an event anybody's going to want to miss. Student performances throughout the period. We've worked so hard on this, and every time we meet and talk about it, we come up with another idea, and we just keep adding, and it keeps growing. Yeah. But we know that it's going to be something amazing.
Oh, it really does sound wonderful.
Yeah. Madeline, do viewers need to bring anything in order to take advantage of the services?
We want them to bring their excitement, their kids, themselves. Specifically, we will have vaccinations and dental screenings for families that are looking to get those services, receive those services. We ask that they bring their immunization cards, sign some release forms, but we'll have City of Irving Parks and Rec, so bring your energy, be ready to play, be ready to win some prizes, listen to some music, participate. We really just want everyone to come together and learn about all the great services we have here in Irving.
Yeah, definitely.
It does just sounds like a wonderful day, and the fact that the kids are going to be performing and all of that, it sort of sounds like it's a resource fair, yes, but it also is that very much a community thing. As I understand it, the students can, particularly if they're interested in the CTE program or things like that, can find out things as well. Can you talk about that?
Yes, we will have students doing demonstrations. Culinary students will be giving out samples. We'll have welding, the automotive students, the cosmetology students doing some fun opportunities opportunities for our families. The horticulture students, there will be lots happening. Our students are very talented, and we really want our businesses to learn about the great certification programs, and we're looking for mentors to match our students. We're looking for internships, and we want them to know we're here. Come look at what our great students are doing, and connect with us.
Yeah, that's great. And Lisa, how does this event align with the district's community engagement efforts?
Yeah, so this year our team expanded to include community engagement just because of what I said earlier about how we've really been in isolation for 2 years. And so, this has been a passion for our superintendent, Ms. Magda Hernandez, and so that's why we were able to do what we do. In addition, our district goal set by our Board of Trustees is community engagement. So it's exactly what we're wanting to do. We've worked tirelessly this year to bring in the community. We're trying to connect the community to the parents. We always call ourselves the connectors because everybody's there. Everybody wants to help our families. It's just getting them connected. And so this one event, I think, is kind of the culminating activity of everything that we've done this year to bring us all together in one place on one date and one time.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
Yeah, it sounds so exciting, and it sounds like there's really something there for all of your, everybody that is interested in Irving ISD should need to be there that day because you've got the engagement at all those different points. So my hat is off to you, ladies. It sounds like a great event.
We hope you can come join us too.
We are looking forward to it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, the Irving ISD Community Resource Fair is Saturday, April 23rd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Irving High School. You can learn more at irvingisd.net/resource-fair.
About Town celebrated International Women's Day with a visit to BBAG Fest. The Bora Business and Arts Guild hosted their inaugural event, a showcase for women entrepreneurs, artists, and crafters.
On a perfect spring day at the Dawoodi Bodhra of Dallas-Fort Worth, the community gathered for a unique marketplace event, the first ever BBAG Fest.
BBAG stands for Bora Business Art Guild. We are a community of Dawoodi Bora women entrepreneurs, and we want to encourage our women to follow their passion, follow their dreams.
As an important first step towards that goal, BBAG created this event to connect their member artists and entrepreneurs to the public.
We are here to showcase my family business and also my talent, which is henna art.
All the women of our community, we all come under this little sisterhood of BBAG. And hopefully together, we can get all our products, help market each other, and even networking.
Organizers thought to start small, so the great response was a welcome surprise.
We have altogether 24 vendors. We have some in the arts and crafts. All the arts and crafts are in these 2 extension halls.
Vendors displayed products ranging from essential oils and hand-beaded purses and jewelry to books and even earth-friendly products.
My product is reusable unpaper towels. It's an eco-friendly alternative to conventional paper towels.
Community response and support were equally positive.
I had no idea to the extent of which the diversity of talent that I've seen today, so I'm extremely ecstatic.
The attention to detail that they have on them is absolutely beautiful. And then you've got some fine ethnic food options here, and it's just a wonderful day. It's a great day to reach out into the community.
The timing for the event was perfect for those celebrating Ramadan or Sharula.
Sharula is a more cultural term that you use for Ramadan. So it's a good opportunity for people to buy those Ramzan gifts to give to one another.
And with the success of this year's inaugural event, expect more vendors, artists, and good food next year.
We had a sold-out session for tickets. Our vendor list is all full, and I hope you can visit each and every stall, try their products, make some purchases maybe.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
To learn more about the artists and entrepreneurs at BBAG Fest, visit bbaguild.org and check out their Instagram and Facebook pages. Momentum Dance Company celebrates spring with new works as well as a staging of Carnival of the Animals.
Haley Grafflin and Lacey Sarika join us with all the details. I want to start with this question, and either one of you guys can answer it. For viewers who aren't familiar with the ballet Carnival of the Animals, tell us about it.
Yeah, Carnival of the Animals is such a fun, family-friendly ballet. The composer, Camille Saint-Saëns, wrote it, and it's a very kind of comical take on different animals and different sounds that, the musicians can use to reflect those animals. And it's been really fun in rehearsal, as you can imagine.
Yes.
But the story that we've sort of created is that it follows a young girl as she's playing with her stuffed animals, and then poof, her stuffed animal lion comes to life, and she's interacting with them and just going on this magical journey through all the different animals and characters. And like I said, just a really fun family-friendly ballet. So definitely we encourage you to bring your children, bring your grandchildren. It's Easter weekend, so it's a great addition to that weekend. There are some bunnies in the show.
Gotta be bunnies.
It's been a really fun process, and it's a really exciting ballet for everybody.
Well, it sounds delightful, truly.
Yeah. Why did Momentum decide to make it part of the spring show?
Well, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to, yes, have a story in a family-friendly ballet, but do something that you don't see done as often. And Lacey and I are so creative, and we love working with each other, creating works. And so this was a great opportunity for us to sort of start from scratch. Yes, it's been done before in a variety of ways. So it was nice to be able to put our Momentum Dance Company stamp on Carnival of the Animals.
Oh, I love that too. You guys have, as you said, are both so creative, and you've got such a great creative eye. And I understand, and Lacey, I want to talk to you about this, that you've both choreographed some new pieces to set on the company. So I want to know about them. Tell us about your new pieces.
Absolutely. So Haley and I took on the entire Carnival of the Animals and divided that amongst ourselves. But in addition to that, the second half of the show, we are doing our new works. So we've both created some new pieces of choreography. Mine is To Happiness. What is it?
Does Not Wait. You got it. Happiness Does Not Wait.
So my piece is To Happiness Does Not Wait. Pregnancy brain. And so that one is really actually, I'm very inspired by things that are happening within the world at the time. And this piece is dedicated to Ukraine. So it really, starts off harmoniously and then falls to pieces. But in the end, they end unified. And it's just a really beautiful piece for me, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us to kind of reach out in different genres of dance instead of just our technical ballet pieces. Additionally, Haley and I choreographing pieces together as directors, but we've also reached out to our principal dancers. So we have a couple of dancers, Lindy Hayes, Elizabeth Kenyon, Gianna Nygaard, that also set pieces on our company. And then we reached out to a couple of guest artists. We were working with Texas Ballet Theater, the school in Dallas, Ballet Frontier of Texas, and then of course, Bila Irving Performing Arts Academy is bringing in a beautiful folklorical piece to really round out our show. So you get to see some technical ballet, and then you get to see lots of other really wonderful pieces mixed in as well.
Wow, that's a lot. That's great.
Yeah, that is great. So for all the young dancers watching and looking to get involved with Momentum, what do they need to know?
Get your tickets, ask your mom, your aunt, your grandma, your uncle, your dad to bring you to our show. And then you're welcome to stay after Friday evening. We will have a reception and then attend classes at Bila Irving, our home studio. They have wonderful classes going year round, as well as summer classes. And then Momentum Dance Company will hold auditions for Nutcracker in August. So be on the lookout for that. Follow us on social media to stay in the know.
That is great. I'm so glad that you guys could come here today. I know that you've got some things coming up in May that we really wanted you to come back and talk about, particularly that golf tournament that's going to be a great fundraiser for you guys. But folks, first of all, don't miss Carnival of the Animals and New Works by Momentum Dance Company on Friday, April 15th and Saturday, April 16th at 7:30 p.m. in the Dupree Theater. Visit MomentumDanceCompany.org or call 972-252-ARTS for tickets.
Irving is home to 5 great movie theaters, which are now all open for business. And since we like to keep you up on the latest films here on About Town, this week we bring you Father Stu. It follows the true story of Stuart Long, a boxer turned priest who inspired countless people during his journey from self-destruction to redemption. I got a chance to speak with the star of the film, Mark Wahlberg, about the movie. And he even shared with me a great memory of his dad. Take a look.
Does Bill know you're fussing with his truck?
I'm his son. I'm just borrowing it.
I reckon it's a few months' worth of cleanups on aisle 4 to pay off a DUI impound.
What can I get for you, miss? I got beef.
I can see that.
Hey! Hey!
Let's not waste either of our time. I'm a Catholic.
Well, ain't that what confession's for?
I can't date someone who isn't baptized.
I thought you was gonna say Hispanic. Where's the water? I'll do it now. I know I'm not what you're used to, and not what you deserve either.
Life's gonna give you a gut full of reasons to be angry. You only need one, to be grateful.
One of my favorite parts about this film was the relationship with Stu and his dad, and seeing his father finally show his support. And I know you've mentioned how your father was, supportive of your acting career. And actually, I saw in an interview how you mentioned that he was actually the person who introduced you to film and your love of cinema.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you had a movie that you remember watching with your dad that was maybe your favorite movie watching experience with him.
Well, it'd have to be the first one, which is such a vivid memory for me. I mean, I remember getting out of his truck. You know, he drove a truck for Dandy Dinners, which delivered lunches to schools and summer camps. And, you know, he took a 6-pack of Schlitz into the theater, and he took a couple of Oreos out of somebody else's lunch and gave them to me for a snack. And I was 7 years old going into a theater watching a movie with Charles Bronson and James Coburn, directed by Walter Hill. I have the one sheet in my house on my wall.
Wow.
And then, you know, bare knuckle fighting. I mean, it was certainly inappropriate for a child of my age, but I remember it like it was yesterday. And I felt like the kid in Shane watching that bar fight was turned into a gunfight with the candy cane underneath the thing, you know, like that's how excited I was to see it. But he introduced me to Jimmy Cagney, John Garfield, Robert Ryan. I would go to Hollywood and I would mention all these names, and even people who were older than me and experienced in the business didn't know who some of these people were, you know? So my dad was always proud of me. I mean, when I was getting in trouble, obviously it was a huge disappointment to him, but he always encouraged me, and he was always my biggest supporter. And my hero. Yeah. So, you know, he wasn't really impressed with the music and the other stuff, but he was happy that I was doing something productive.
Yeah.
He was happy when I turned my life around, but he became a fan when I started acting and started doing things that he was actually genuinely impressed by.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. That must mean a lot to share that love with him, and then see what he gets to see you on screen.
I mean, you know, and look, do I wish, you know, I wanted my mom to be able to see this and my dad to be able to see this, because also saying, okay, I worked really hard for 25, 30 years in this business, almost 30 years now as an actor, and then to say, you know, I was able to take the bull by the horns and create my own destiny and start finding material that I wanted to make and develop it and produce it and actually become a real filmmaker and make something like this that matters and really has an impact on people. That would have been something, but I know they're proud of me and they're watching. And
they are.
Stu's got a big smile on his face, probably giving my dad crap about taking me to a movie like that at that age. We shouldn't pray for an easy life, but the strength to endure a difficult one.
Now, while there was laughter in this part of the interview, things got a little emotional during the first half of it. To watch the full interview with Mark Wahlberg, check it out online at youtube.com/City of Irving. And be sure to watch Father Stu when it opens in theaters on April 12th.
We've got a new edition of Sound Bites for you, featuring the Modern Cajon Jazz Ensemble. Learn more about the Modern Cajon Jazz Ensemble at percussionthings.com. And here are a few more events to put a spring in your step happening about town. The Las Colinas Symphony Orchestra presents oboist Ryan Estes and guest conductor Pascual Osa in concert on Saturday, April 16th at 7:30 p.m. in Carpenter Hall.
Get fresh produce and more at the Las Colinas Farmers Market, Saturday, April 16th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the parking lot at Lamberti's Restaurant and Wine Bar.
Teens can learn basic cooking skills and make new friends at a lively cooking experience, Wednesday, April 20th at 4:30 p.m. at Lively Point Youth Center.
And you can celebrate Earth Day every day at the West Irving Library, Friday, April 22nd at 2 p.m. For tickets and information for all Irving Art Center events, visit irvingartcenter.com or call 972-252-ARTS. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time when we'll meet some very talented high school artists showcased in the Irving ISD exhibition of student art.
We'll also bring you highlights from Momentum Dance Company's spring show.
As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Tell us about events going on around the community, people we should profile, or stories you'd like to see on the show.
You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll leave you tonight with another look at the Modern Cajon Jazz Ensemble. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Stevens. Have a great evening.